Okay, so here we are again, and Manus is now done. This will be the first testing, so we'll see how that works out. I'm quite excited about it. Let's have a look. So what you see here is Manus has completed the creation of the app, and that's what you see over here. I'm pointing, I'm pointing like you can see my fingers. Anyways, I'm gonna switch to the model that is 1.6 just to test it out. And yeah, I'm gonna start my journey. So activate the conscious creator within. That's the purpose of this web app here, MIRA. And MIRA helps you navigate your inner world and move from force, which is a destructive energy. It's a contracted energy within ourselves, into power, which is the creative energy that feels expansive, right? So it's using the A Mind for You framework to do that, created by me. So what you'll see is it will do frequency mapping. That's what it says here. Identify hidden patterns of force keeping you stuck. And it will help you to discover the power path to power, tracked in real time. So you'll actually be able to, during your day, if you're in my course also, you can check in with the app here, the web app, and ask how you're doing. What could this mean? Why am I having this experience? And what it could mean to you, and the level of view that you have within. It's a compassionate guidance, so it's very cheerful, but it's not just accepting what you're saying to it. It always regulates what you're saying according to a level of frequency. And of course, if you're lying to it, it will just confirm that you are in that frequency, except that it will also notice that if you're not completely honest, it will notice it. And it's also built to not go out of the framework, but we'll, of course, do some testing here. It's a 9-step framework that I built, which is a proven methodology. I tested it out. Helps you to move from all the lower levels of consciousness. And if you're not familiar with that, you can check out a link below where you can hear more about it, or the David Hawkins levels of consciousness scale. And it'll help you to activate that conscious creator that we all have within. And you can use that one for everything, right? It's for your relationships, building an app like this, or training, health, whatever it is that you want to practice. And so this one here, this is a new thing. We'll see how that works out. So let me begin a new session. What's my first name? It's Brian. What brings you to MIRA? I am testing you for my audience. So let's just share or ask me some questions. Check in with me. So, yeah, continue. What is your current challenge? I am developing this app, MIRA. That's you, to my audience, and my challenge is testing you. Let's just see what it says. Welcome back, Brian. I'm here to help you navigate your inner world. Begin by sharing my experience. Okay, so I just did that. I just shared it. Okay, well, I would like to have developed this MIRA app for my audience. Let's see how it works with that. Okay. So there is a little time period from when I write something until it actually pops up with something. Maybe, I'm not sure if I can actually change that. Okay, here we go. So welcome, Brian. I'm MIRA, your personal AI consciousness trainer. I work with the Mind for You. What would you like to share with me today? So that's a standard message it brings every time. Thank you for sharing your intention, Brian. I would like to have developed this MIRA app. From what you're sharing, Brian, the energy of a clear intention and a desire for completion is present here. Yes. This aligns beautifully with step number 2 in the Mind for You framework, which focuses on setting direction through desire, vision, and feeling. To deepen our understanding of this intention and its current frequency, so it will ask me these follow-up questions, right? So it does that with everything you share with it. As you express the desire to have developed, what is the predominant feeling that arises within you? I'm excited, but also a bit uneasy when and how to finish. Okay, When you envision this app fully developed and in the hands of your audience, what is the core feeling you anticipate experiencing? Super excited for the quicker transformation of my audience and the smiles and thank yous. Thank yous I'll receive, but most importantly, to see people begin to engage with their life and its potential. You mentioned in our initial conversation, oh, here it brings it up what I started out with, that your challenge is testing MIRA. Does this desire for completion connect to any specific aspects of the testing process that feel challenging or require focused attention? Okay, that's a long question though. Okay, so now you just see me testing this out. We'll see how it follows up on the next part here. I will make the video quite brief, but let's just have a look at what it does here. Thank you for sharing that, Brian. It's powerful to hear the depth of your excitement for your audience transformation and your vision for them to engage with their full potential. That resonates strongly with the higher frequencies of love and joy on the Hawkins scale. And okay, it's also completely natural to feel a bit of uneasiness alongside that excitement, especially when bringing something significant to completion. This uneasy when and how to finish feeling often points to a subtle form of resistance and uncertainty, which can sometimes be linked to energies below courage, like fear or even a form of pride. Okay, in wanting everything to be perfect. Now that's quite exactly what I have difficulties with. That one, everything want to be perfect. So let's explore that uneasy feeling a little bit further, Brian, to help you own this experience. So that's the one thing when you start to engage with yourself and you want to activate your conscious creator, you want to own your experience. Every feeling, every thought, and everything you engage with is by choice. And you have to accept that if you want to make any changes in your life. So I have to accept that. When you feel this uneasiness, where do I notice it in the body? Mainly in my neck and throat. Maybe that's also how I'm sitting. Whoopsie. Let's just have a look here. Okay, I'll make this real. A little bit in the stomach and in my neck and throat. If this uneasiness could speak, what is its primary concern or message? Will I have the needed support to finish this project? Boom. Okay. MIRA is reflecting. And MIRA is a name that it got from, it actually called itself MIRA. I asked it to give itself a name before it was just a Mind for You AI personal trainer, which was a long name. So it came up with a few suggestions. And MIRA was interesting for me because it sounds good. But also Mira comes from Mirari. I'm not sure I'm pronouncing that correctly, but it means to wonder or to be in awe, but also to be seen and to be reflected. So, and in other languages, it means miracle. So I also found that quite interesting. So Mira is the name. Thank you for sharing that, Brian. It's very insightful to connect the feeling of uneasiness to those specific physical sensations in your stomach, neck, and throat. These are indeed common areas where the body holds tension when we experience uncertainty or apprehension. And your question, will I have the needed to finish the project, is a direct, honest articulation of the underlying energy, right? So this is a classic manifestation of fear on the Hawkins scale specifically. The fear of not being enough or not having enough to achieve a desired outcome, right? So the physical sensations are your nervous system's way of signaling this frequency. So you see how this framework here always starts to regulate and relate with what you're experiencing and how to relate it in your body. So you can start working with it directly here and now while you're talking here. Let's gently explore this further, Brian, to help you own this experience and begin to integrate this fear. Okay, so when you ask, will I have the needed to finish, what specifically comes to mind when you think of the needed? Is it time, energy, knowledge, resources, or something else? So it helps you to get specific here, right? How does this fear of not having the needed uh, yeah, impact your ability to focus or take action towards? So you see, when you start to navigate your inner conversations with this one here, you actually get clarity on what the fear is, if any, or what your intention clearly is, and it will help you to navigate that through the framework. So let's just say, thank you. I now feel great and assured that this project will finish when everything fits. I am ready to publish. So how do we finish the session? Let's just see here. Journey map. If you can see a journey map, 3 of 9 steps explored. I'm gonna try and press that one just to see. Okay, so here's the 9 steps. That's the framework that I developed, which includes these 9 steps here. And mental health, intention, it says a little bit what you're doing here. We haven't worked with that one yet. Okay, so that's what it's touching upon. Okay, interesting. That's wonderful to hear, Brian. Feeling great and assured that the project will finish when everything fits. It's a powerful shift. So there's the shift. This indicates a beautiful movement from the lower frequency of fear and uneasiness into higher frequency. When there's a natural trust in the unfolding process and a readiness to act when the time is right, this is precisely the kind of conscious creation we aim for. So that's what I want this app to help you with, who's looking here now, to move that, to make that shift back into your flow, into a natural state that I'm aware of everyone has access to. So thank you for sharing this today, Brian. For the rest of the day, your practice is to simply notice the feeling of assurance and readiness in your body, even for just a moment. And I'm here when you need me. Okay, thank you. Do you have a practice to do that? Maybe a visualization or something. Also, do I need to take inspired action when in the state of feeling or not? So now I got a little bit curious, actually, how it will show up with that. So as you see, of course, it will require that you ask specific questions and you learn to use such questions throughout the Mind for You framework to make better use of it. That's an excellent question. It shows your engagement with the principles of conscious creation. So it also shows me that I'm on the right track there to anchor the feeling of assurance and readiness, which is a beautiful frequency. We can draw directly from step number 1, mental health, focused attention, and step number 3. So now we engage with step number 3, let's see. And step number 4, we're using our intuition. Interesting. So the anchor and amplify practice. Find stillness, take a moment to sit, recall the feeling, bring the mind to the feeling of great and assured. Remember what it felt like in the body, even, yeah. Locate the sensation in the body. Breathe into it, amplify, anchor before you open your eyes and move on. Silent affirmative. This is what assurance feels like. This is my readiness. And you can do this practice for just a minute or two, several times throughout the day. The goal is to build a stronger connection to that high frequency state. And I want to share with you here, when you learn to anchor yourself in a high frequency state, not by bypassing anything, but actually being in that state of being, then you'll notice action starts to happen very spontaneously. You'll start to get the right ideas, and you'll start learning how to move with that frequency and how it works for you. When you're in a state of acceptance and willingness, and especially as you move toward reason and love, inspired action doesn't feel like something you have to take, but rather something that emerges naturally. So it also helps you to notice within yourself when you're actually in that state, more so in the higher frequencies. And it even asks me if I resonate with that practice. Yes, I do. Thank you very much. Catch you later. Let's see. Very welcome. Thank you for sharing this today. For the rest of the day, your practice is to simply feeling assurance and readiness. Okay, great. Let's stop the share here. Hope you like the video here, just also recording it for myself. Thank you. And if you want access, I have early access for all of you who watches this for a much lower price. And yeah, you can check out the link below and see if it's something for you. There'll be an onboarding session. Likely I'm going to check in with you also if you're ready for this. Okay, thank you.